Hi guys, and we are up for another science video. I'm your study mate, Darwin Loren. Without any further ado, let's start the video. In our first lesson, we will tackle about Newton's 3 law of motion. The first law of inertia. An object in motion tends to stay in motion unless an external force acts upon it. The example of it is between me and this wood. I'm holding this wood, and the inertia is present between the wood and my hand. So, if you apply force on it, the law of inertia is lost because you apply that force. Law. When a force acts on an object, it will cause the object to accelerate. The larger the mass, the greater the force needed. The example of it is with this bottle. If you apply the force on it, it will cause acceleration. And then, the greater the mass, the greater the force needed. Law. To every action, there is an equal opposite reaction. The example of it is me pushing this wall. To every action, there is an opposite reaction. This causes that pushing the wall causes you to push you back because you don't have the same masses. The wall had the greater mass and I had a small mass. So the reaction will be the wall will push me back. And for our next lesson, we will compare and contrast Galilean and Aristotelian conception of vertical motion, horizontal motion, and projectile motion. To summarize Aristotle's and Galileo's vertical, horizontal, and projectile motion, well, Aristotle first developed the hypothesis that an object of more mass, take a stone for example, will fall faster than the objects of less mass. Galileo thought on the 17th century, the Italian astronomer dropped two balls, one heavier than the other, from the Leaning Tower of Pisa. The reason both balls landed on the same time is notwithstanding with a different weight. Aristotle imagined, for example, that an 8-pound ball and a 4-pound ball, say you tied them together, the 8-pound ball would fall faster and drop the 4-pound after it. Again, it seemed true, but Galileo saw it as 8-pound ball and 4-pound ball running to create a total mass of 12 pounds, thereby causing both balls to land at the same time, at a constant speed. Aristotle's example is like this. We will drop two objects with different mass. In Galileo's concept, he said that objects without the same mass will also land together as one. So he tried to tie up these two objects, and the result is our next and last lesson is all about acceleration in everyday use.
Acceleration. When a car speeds up, slows down, or changes direction, it's acceleration. The car is in motion and has acceleration when it speeds up, slows down, or changes direction. The reason for this being is that acceleration is how fast something can do something. Like how fast can a car slow down? A vehicle's capacity to gain speed within a short time. Acceleration is important because without it there won't be no motion and cars will take longer to go fast and take longer to slow down. You can see or feel acceleration when you run. Time yourself how long to take to get to your maximum speed and how long it takes for you to stop completely.
And that's it for this video. Hope to see you around in the other video. Study well!